All right, you guys, it's Brandon with Hey Grill Hey once again, back looking at another grill. Today we've got the Halo Prime 300 countertop pellet grill. I'm gonna take you through it. We're gonna see what's cool about it, what's not so cool about it. Let's go. All right, so we'll do a little introduction first. This is the Prime 300 from Halo. Like I said before, this is the industry's first battery-powered countertop pellet grill. Now, Halo says you can get a total of 15 hours out of one of these lithium-ion battery packs. I put it to the test. I was able to get 16 hours of continuous cook time at 225 degrees out of a single battery pack. Now, one caveat of this countertop pellet grill is when you buy it online, they don't sell you a battery with it. It's actually sold separately. So the grill itself is $4.99 right now at the time of this review, and then the battery pack that you see right here is an extra $70 on top of that. Now, while that battery seems like a little bit of an expensive add-on, it's great for people who go camping a ton or go tailgating or what have you, where you're not gonna have power to plug into. That said, this grill also does come with an AC adapter, so you can plug it straight into the wall and run it that way. So a lot of people, when they look at this grill to purchase it, they may not know that you need to purchase the battery separately. It's got it plastered all over it about it being battery powered, and it says real small that you need to buy the battery separately. All right, I've had a chance to use this grill up camping a couple of times now, and let me tell you, I'm a really big fan of the build quality here. Halo has done a really good job putting this together. It's not wiggly, it feels really solid, the handle is solid on there, and the material they've gone with, this powder coated steel, is a really nice touch. All right, so now we've talked about this a little bit, let's take a look at the inside and see what's going on in here. So this Halo pellet grill has a 10-pound hopper. All right, I did run this pellet grill for 16 hours, but I wasn't being very smart and I didn't keep track of when I refilled it, but I did have to refill it once. Just going off of other pellet grills like this that I've tested in the past, they run about an hour per pound for pellets at 225. So Halo says that you can cook low and slow on this grill as well as hot and fast. They call it smoking and direct searing. If you look here on the inside, they've got a little deflector plate, kind of like the sliding grill features on the Camp Chef grills or some of the other pellet grills that are out there that allow you direct access to the flame. And while it's a really neat feature and helps make this grill into an all-in-one unit for somebody that likes camping or traveling, it is a tiny bit of a fire hazard. And the thinness of the material that they use to cover that fire pot creates a little bit of a hot spot right here in the center that I've noticed. It made my last set of ribs a little bit crispy in that spot on the bottom, so I'm not a big fan of it. Another thing I don't like about this little damper that gives you that direct access to the fire pot is it's in there a little bit loose. I'm not gonna pound on the table, but any slight vibration that you get with this, say stomping around, maybe you got some heavy feet, this little deflector plate likes to move on its own and can actually open itself without you knowing, and it's a really easy way to burn your food. But with a little thought and foresight, you'll know to check this thing when you walk past it, make sure this lever is pushed in all the way so that it's closed. So moving up to the main cooking grate here, on the inside of the grill you've got 300 square inches of cooking space, and they've thrown in this top rack. I'm not sure what you do with it, they call it a warming rack, but if you notice when you close the lid, it tucks in really tight there to the top, and not a lot of food is gonna fit up there. So maybe if you're doing burgers or something, then you've got a few that are finished, you could move them up there to give yourself a little bit of extra cooking space. Maybe that's what it's for. So one of the parts of this grill being portable is it runs on a 12-volt system, and unlike other pellet grills, that means you can't run a hot rod style ignition system in this grill, and so it's actually got a spark ignition system in there. And when you turn it on and fire it up, you can actually hear the spark in there. It sounds a little bit like a taser. Now, I've noticed that it's a little bit loud on startup, but it's not that big of a deal. It's really efficient in what it does, and it does a good job. Now, the Halo Prime 300 has a temperature range of 180 degrees at the low end, all the way up to 500 degrees at the high end. I did test it. It did manage to hit that 500 degree mark. It struggled a little bit to hold there, but it did do it. Right now it's reading 91 on the display because we don't have the grill on. We just wanted to show you the pretty numbers. So the battery in the grill is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Like I said before, it lasted me about 16 hours at 225, which is long enough for anything you're going to put on this little grill. Halo does sell extra batteries on their website. They also sell a charging system, so if you buy 1 or 2 or 3 batteries, they can fit right in that charger. You can have a spare ready to go. The chargers even hook together, so you only have to plug one plug in if you're charging multiple batteries. It really makes this thing a portable powerhouse. So clean out on this grill is really similar to any other pellet grill. After any long cook, you're going to want to take the insides out and vacuum it out or scoop it out, get those pellets and ashes out of the fire pot. One thing that I'm not a huge fan of with this grill when it comes to clean out is that system for direct access to the firebox. The lever that runs through the side of the grill over there screws to the top of the damper in there. And in order to take that deflector plate out, that drip tray out, to get in there and really clean it out, you have to undo the screw on the deflector plate or unscrew the handle on the side and feed the handle through the grill to get it out. One last notable feature that this grill has is a wired thermometer probe port here on the side, so you can plug in a wired thermometer probe and keep track of your meat temperatures as you cook. Over here on this side of the grill, you can see the handle here for that direct access to the firebox that I was talking about earlier. You can also see this little drip pan on the side to catch all that grease from all that food you're cooking. Over here on the back side of the grill, you can see there's no chimney or anything like that to get the smoke out. There's actually some vents back here that let that smoke roll out so the air keeps moving inside the grill. All right guys, we've spent some time talking about the Halo Prime 300 countertop pellet grill. I think this is a great machine for anybody that's doing a bunch of camping and wants to take a pellet grill with them. It's very convenient. That battery power means that you can just take this thing anywhere. Camping, tailgating, whatever you want to do, this grill will do it and it'll do it well. Minus the little gripes that I have about it, overall I think it's still a great machine and I'd recommend it to anybody that would like to have a portable pellet grill. Once again, thank you for coming and watching Hey Grill Hey. Subscribe, like these videos. We've got more of these review videos coming. Let us know what you want to see in the comments below. Let us know how you like it. Give us your criticism. I can take it. Thanks for being here.
Boom.